Alright guys, Jaime Rodriguez here. Now here for part 2. Let's start stylizing this skull. Here we go. Okay, we're pretty much going to work off of this drawing here, but we're going to add a lot more flair and a lot of style to it. So let's make it happen. Okay, we're just working off the line here. And we're going to give everything some a little more edge, a little more wildness, and flair and all that good stuff. So let's just start plucking away. Notice how I'm just kind of plucking away at everything and it's giving everything much more personality. We're still acknowledging all the important areas, all the dimension. We're just giving it a lot more sharp chiseled edges, a lot more style. This is stylizing the skull. Now we can stylize pretty much anything. We paint in life. Right now we're just doing a skull. Now inside the side socket, can't forget about the inside here. There's lumps, there's bumps, ridges, depth. All kinds of wild stuff going on. Right here inside the nose, the cavity there, you can't forget that there's some little texture here and there. Again, the second eye socket. Alright, so you see the difference here. We're just adding style and flair and all that good stuff. I'm going to start adding a little more cracks and crevices to the head of the skull. Got that secondary lighting there, kind of peeking around the corner. Giving the teeth a little bit of a choppy look. And then we're going back with the teeth. Into the distance. Okay. Bottom one. And that big one on the side, and I'm going to come in again. Every time we come up to an edge, I just give that edge a little flair, a little style. and give it a lot of personality. It's all about personality. See, the bone there kind of comes to a blunt stop, and that's where we just shadow the edge there. Indentions into the bone here. Shadow area. Again, I'm just plucking in there with little mini soft dagger strokes all the way through the piece. A lot of texture. Gotta make it interesting. We're gonna preserve our lighting, and again, secondary lighting by just leaving that highlight open. Alright, look at the crack I'm doing in the skull. It has distance, it comes from the back, and it shoots forward. We don't want things to look flat. We want to look like it's coming forward right at you. And then it's kind of going back into the distance. Created a bone area right here by just shading and modeling that area. This little cheekbone structure fades into the actual skull and connects. Okay, and then we're going to come in and tighten up the teeth, creating crevices between each teeth. Start to give it a menacing look when we come in with those sharp little edges there. Okay, we're at about 8 minutes, so I'm going to try to speed this up. We're probably going to go into part 3 here. Okay, this is the front part of the chin. You see here? This chin here. So this is like a plateau right here we're going to create. It's not just a flat area across. So we distinguish this flat from the distant shooting backwards. So this is what it's all about, creating distance. So again, you got our secondary lighting, a little bit of highlight right there. Got another shadow area right here, because that's about right here where the chin shows its forward plateau. Then we go back into the distance right here. So we're distinguishing this from this. I did that right here with this shadow area. And again, by making sure the teeth looked and made sense. If the foundation is right and accurate, then everything after that should proceed with the same accuracy. If it does that, then everything will just add up, the partnerships will be created, and the final result will be something that looks great and true and makes sense. It's all about your artwork making sense. Okay, again, crevices and we're going to come with part 3, and we're going to just look over everything during the break and come back in and clean it up. Alright guys, part 3 is coming ahead, so stay tuned.